AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Game 3 for the USA Football 2019 International Bowl as Panama takes on U-18 select of the United States. Teams exchanging pleasantries after the coin toss. The flags of Panama and the United States of America at midfield as we are set for Game 3 on day 1 of the 2019 International Bowl. Matt Peterson with Lemont Williams will be joined by Sarah Merrifield throughout this broadcast. Panama in black, the United States in blue. Panama kicks off, and we are underway in game number 3 on day 1 of the 2019 International Bowl. Kale Anderson with the return out near midfield, and that's where the U.S. U-18s will begin. Let's go down to Sarah Merrifield on the sidelines. 6 Texans on this U-18 select roster. It's a 46-man roster. Here we go. Gunnar Gundy out of Stillwater, Oklahoma on the first play, takes it to the right side and brought down. A nice gain from Gunnar Gundy, who lost the Oklahoma State title game. Jashaun Foster is the running back, and he takes the handoff and gets past the 40-yard line. But there is Gundy, middle son of Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy. And a pitch out to the right side. Foster with space and out to the 49-yard line. Good tackle from Jose Vidal, the Panamanian linebacker. Up tempo from the Americans on their first possession. Gundy looking to his right, has a man open, and a first down. Gabriel Walls out of Heritage High School in McKinney, Texas. Gundy from the shotgun. Hands it off. Nice gain out to the 30-yard line. Julian Morin out of Carlmont High School in Belmont, California.
Right now, Team USA is starting to wear down Panama's defense with the handoff run in the middle. Good blocking up front by the offensive line, which opened up the running lanes to pick up close to the first down or get the first down.
From the 30-yard line, 2nd and 1 for the United States. 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Gundy flushed out a bit, lobs a little bit high for the intended receiver, Matt Greenwald. The U.S. U-18 selector coached by Ryan Larson, who is the offensive coordinator and quarterback coach at Stevenson University in Maryland, a Division III outfit. Flags come in before the handoff to Foster. False start goes against the U-18s. That'll make it 3rd and 6. Just underway in the first quarter. First possession. Now Gundy trying to follow his dad, Mike, who won the state title with Stillwater High School in 1967. The last time Stillwater has won the state championship in Oklahoma. Gundy looking to his right, puts air under the pass and overthrows Kale Anderson, who had a nice return on the opening kickoff.
Yeah, just a little bit too much muscle on that play right there by Gundy, throwing the football to the right-hand side. He got to work on his accuracy right now in this first quarter.
4 down territory, it appears, for the Americans. 4th and 6, Gundy looking towards the sideline. And it's an all-star game. We might as well go for it instead of a long field goal. 2 receivers right for Gundy. Sets up a screen pass. Here comes Foster. And a good tackle around the 27-yard line. A gain of 8, first down for the United States. Now 1st and 10 from the 27. Gundy hands it off. Nice tackle in the backfield. Ezra Forbes. And it looks like he made a recovery, but we'll see if the ball was already considered down.
Huge stop there by Forbes. As you can see right here, look at the linebacker get behind there. Good stick there by Forbes, stopping the running back in his tracks for no gain.
And they're going to say it's a Panamanian recovery. So after the Americans were marching down the field, Forbes forced the fumble. And after the officials talked it over, Panama will take over after the fumble.
Huge break there for Panama defense, bending but not breaking, forcing the first turnover here in the first quarter. Look at Forbes with the big stick on the running back. Didn't look like he fumbled there on that play, but the officials called it and given the ball to Panama.
Julian Morin, the running back out of Belmont, California, may have been down when the ball came out, but Panama will capitalize here. They start from the 36-yard line, fake of a handoff out to the left side. Jose Garcia de Paredes up to about the 34. Now Panama, a sleeping giant in some ways in terms of the sporting world. We know what they've done in baseball. Many very good baseball players in Major League Baseball, a growing soccer country, and now a football team competing in the International Bowl. Handed off, Rafael Borges, the 5'10" running back, sets up a third down for Panama.
Yeah, Panama's trying to match the energy they're getting from Team USA right now in this first quarter, spreading out their defense and trying to find a way to have a balanced attack, running the football as well as passing.
Adrian Roux is the quarterback, 6 foot tall, 2 receivers out to the left. He hands it off. Nice blocking here for Panama, up past the 45, over midfield and out of bounds. Rafael Borges, a big gain, delivers a first down for Panama.
Nice run there by Borges. You can see the running back, the 5'10", 185 running back. Watch the speed. Great blocking in front of him. Borges get around the secondary. Really good run there by Panama.
Brandon Belgrave, another running back, number 5, had one of the big blocks there that opened up the space. Now Panama, after the turnover, into American territory at the 45. They go out to Belgrave, blocking on the last play. This time he makes the catch and immediately wrapped up. Several there to make the tackle, including C.J. Niedzilski.
Good closing speed in by the Team USA team defense. Watch this here in this replay. You can see the defense kind of come in. 68 reads direct Belgrave as the defense kind of pursues him down and knocks him to the ground.
Matthew Kane, a linebacker, also in on the tackle. 2nd and 9 for Panama. Rowe flips it out to the left side. And nice close and tackle from Jaden Natoa out of Edmonds, Washington. A third down coming for Panama. They will take their time. Rowe, 2 options right and left, and some movement around the line of scrimmage. Now a false start against Panama will make it a 3rd and 15. The USA had a very impressive drive going, but a fumble forced by Ezra Forbes, and Panama has taken over. First series of this game. Fake of a handoff out to the right side. Again, it's Belgrave. He's immediately wrapped up. Nice tackle from Frazier White, the defensive back from Richmond, California.
Excellent job there by White. You can see here with the quick pass to the outside. Watch White come down from his corner position. Excellent job in the open field, one-on-one tackle.
White plays at El Cerrito High School in the Bay Area. And 4th down now for Panama. See if they go for it. The U.S. went for it on 4th and 6, but in their own territory, they will punt. Punt from about the 40-yard line. Caught with space to run by Anderson, and he's tackled from behind around the 27. 7-yard return after the fumble. The Americans will take over their 2nd series when we come back to AT&T Stadium. 2nd series begins for the United States. Gunnar Gundy will give way here for another quarterback. And on 1st down, it's Mitchell Mahler with an open receiver, but dropped by Julian Morin. Morin getting a lot of opportunity here.
You know, he's a bigger style quarterback than we saw in Gundy. We want to see how he be able to lead this offense from the shotgun formation.
They get it out to the outside. Mahler dragged down. Another celebratory moment for Ezra Forbes, who forced the tackle and forced the fumble on the last series. 3rd and 7. Mahler looking to his right. And another drop, so 2 drops on this series for the United States. Gabriel Walls out of Heritage High School in McKinney, Texas. So after the fumble, 2 drops on 2 throws on the second series. And now the Americans will punt for the first time. It's Brandon Belgrave. Seems to be a do-everything player for Panama, back to return. Andrew Lenzen will kick. He's from House Springs, Missouri. A low snap, but no pressure as he punts it away. Wobbling kick and a nice catch from Belgrave over his shoulder, the stiff arm, and he's dragged down. Nice tackle, Matthew Kane out of Windermere, Florida.
Yeah, Kane closed in on that one on the punt team as he brought down Belgrave's. Good opportunity there for the defense now to kind of use that energy here in this series. Panama is sticking with Team USA right now. Defensively, I think Panama is holding their own. Let's see how their offense step up too, because Team USA hasn't really figured out how they want to attack Panama on both sides of the field.
Very confident kick returner, Belgrave. He took that one while sprinting towards the sideline over the shoulder. We're so used in the NFL and college football, so many fair catches. It's nice to see a little audacity. Now here we go, second series for Panama. Nice misdirection and out to the star at midfield. Rafael Borges, a big gain. Panama has a first down.
Borges is a really big running back there at 5'10", 185. You can see the size and the strength. But watch this speed here as he breaks to the right side, busting over a couple tackles to get to the star in the middle of the field here at the AT&T Stadium.
Christian Gonzalez out of Palm Bay, Florida with the tackle. First down from the 49. Roux hands it off. Dragging a few defenders into American territory out to the 45-yard line. Another big carry for Borges, a gain of 6. Well, Panama Sharks, several youth clubs, so it's not just this team at the under 18 division. There's younger divisions as well. 16 teams in total in this year's edition of the International Bowl. Looked like a man from the Panamanians had went too early, and indeed a false start.
As you can see right here, the play calling guy jumped offside. It looks like number 29 for Team USA. But it might be against Panama.
Yeah, Roux does not like what he's hearing from the officials here today. Now, Panama, a lot of American influences, and they will call offsides. So predominantly a Spanish-speaking country, but with the Panama Canal being built and American armed forces down there at various times over the last century, many of these Panamanians can speak English, and they know enough to tell the difference between offsides and false start. It's one of the main reasons why Panama is such a good baseball country, is as that canal was being built, allowed the local Panamanians to learn the sport. They go out to the right side, nice cut inside, and he earned that big gain, a big tackle from behind by Niedzielski after another impressive run after the catch from Ricardo Achura.
Achura, look at Achura right here in this open space, makes the move. Good blocking right there by the receiver. Good hard tackle at the end, but Achura did a really good job by getting the football and go north real quickly, be able to pick up the first down for Team Panama.
Oh, Panama impressing like Mexico did in the morning game earlier, a 9:30 start. They scored inside 20 seconds into the first quarter. The Americans came back to win. As we see Borges, nice gain up the middle, sets up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4, huge down right now for Team Panama. Can they continue to attack Team USA defense here in this first quarter? Their running game is starting to pick up here some momentum late in this first quarter.
Now a spread offense throughout this first quarter for Panama. 3 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right, 1 in the backfield behind Roux. And another Flag comes in, might be a free play for Panama. They go to the end zone, it's dropped. Good coverage. Alamon had an opportunity to haul it in, but Evan McClellan with good coverage, and it was indeed a free play offsides. That hard count is really drawing the Americans into the neutral zone.
Yeah, Rowe is doing a really good job by drawing off the defense. You can see it right there, the anticipation of the blitz. Nice job there for a free opportunity for Panama.
Now, using that clap with the count is so popular. We've seen it with Alabama over the years. So many other college football offenses, you see it. 1st and 10, a slant, high throw. Alamon unable to bring it in. Good coverage once again by George Burrell. Hand it off, a fake throw to the right, a gain of about 3 or 4. Borges once again.
What we're seeing right now from Team Panama, they want to wear down Team USA defensive front with that front line that they have. They're doing a really good job by winning the battle up front against Team USA defensive line and allowing their running back to be able to be patient and find the open holes.
3rd and 9. Same formation with 3 receivers out to the right. Borges in the backfield behind Rowe. Fakes the handoff, looking right, has time, throws to the right, has a man, it's caught. Around the 4-yard line, Belgrave with the reception, and he signals the Panama first down.
And what we're seeing is that Belgrave is doing a really good job in the man-to-man coverage against these cornerbacks, Team USA cornerbacks. Belgrave at 5'10", 175 is using that size and speed to be able to separate from the corners and make a good reception like we just saw on that last play.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 4-yard line for Panama. 2 out to the right, 2 to the left. Rowe looked very confident throughout the opening quarter. Hands it off, up the middle, and carrying 2 defenders into the end zone is Borges. Panama strikes first with 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
And it didn't take long there for Panama to be able to get in the end zone. As you can see right there, good handoff. Watch the offensive line move their defensive players out of the way for the running back to be able to get in the end zone. Borges for the first touchdown for Panama.
Shane McCormick and Tyler Bain both with an opportunity to tackle Borges, but too much power. Now Panama will go for the point after touchdown, and it's Rowe, the quarterback, doubling as the place kicker, and it's through the upright. So a handoff for a touchdown in the PAT for Rowe, the quarterback. Less than a minute left in the first quarter. Panama leading the United States U-18 select team. Panama, a 4-yard touchdown run from Borges. Now a short kick, fumbled momentarily by the Americans. And out past the 30-yard line, wrestled down around the 34-yard line. Michael Savage. Down to you, Sarah.
Tackle was made by number 6.
All right, down to Sarah Merrifield on the sideline.
I'm here now with Gunnar Gundy, son of Mike Gundy of Oklahoma State. We've heard he might be in the stands. The roles are a little reversed this time around. You've been here before watching him coach in bowl games. What's it like to be on the field this time?
It's amazing here, huge stadium, just in Gerald, huge stadium, huge TV up there, Jumbotron. When you walk on the field, like you're in awe, like you just want to look up and look around. But it's really fun to meet here. Playing here now is even better, so it's just a whole lot of fun for me, coaches and family in the stands.
And you mentioned to me that this is your first time with this team, USA Football. What were your expectations coming in, and what have you learned from this experience?
I mean, I expected like a lot coming into this, USA Football, big thing, kids from all states of America, like all around the country, so that's really cool to get here, meet new kids, new people from different parts of the country. But for me, it's been really fun, learned a lot, like I said, new kids, new teammates, new styles of play. So just for that, it's just like a whole lot of fun for me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, and good luck with the rest of the game.
All right, thank you.
Guys, we'll send it back up to you.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Nice to hear from these players in game. And Limon, as that play happened, we saw a bit of a trick play. New quarterback in for the Americans, Dylan Label. He threw it out to Matt Greenwald, the wide receiver, and a throw downfield nearly intercepted. This time they pitch it out to the left. It's Foster once again, and he's wrestled down by a couple Panamanians, including Forbes, who's had a very impressive first half.
Yeah, Forbes is running around making some really good plays for Team Panama defense. As you see Foster right there, good closing speed by number 52 as well as number 91 bringing down 31, bringing down the running back.
David Henriquez helping out Forbes. As we look back at the touchdown run, Rafael Borges from 4 yards out, giving Panama a 7-0 lead. Now 3 quarterbacks on this USA U-18 select team. Gundy had the first series, Mahler had the second. Now it's Dylan Label out of Wakeland High School in Frisco, Texas, on for the third series. The quarter break, we start the second quarter. Dylan Label, Frisco native, not far from Arlington, will work from the shotgun on second down. Flips out and throws an interception. Panama has great field possession. It was thrown right into David Henriquez, and Panama in good position after the interception.
And just like that, Matt, we talked about how Panama's defense has stepped up and playing with a lot of confidence. They get a turnover or an interception there by their linebacker. As you can see there, setting up their offense. Good job there for Team Panama.
There's a few stars on this team. David Henriquez is among them. You referenced his closing speed on a prior play. That time he was penetrating, got into a great spot to snuff out the screen pass. And Panama, an opportunity to go up by 2 scores. Rowe back out there from the shotgun. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. And it's Borges in the backfield. From the 7-yard line on first down, it's handed off to Borges. Borges gets up to about the 5 before he's met by a few Americans.
Good stop there for the defense. Team USA, right now they're back against the wall with that turnover. Can they step up and make some huge stops here and not let this game slip away from them in the second quarter?
Borges, 4-yard touchdown run. And gave Panama the early 7-0 lead. He might be shaken up a little. Instead, he'll go out as a receiver in the slot on the left side. Now 5 receivers, empty backfields for Adrian Roux. Second and goal from the 5. Rowe flushed out, rolls to his right, to the back of the end zone, an open man, touchdown Panama! Jose Garcia de Paredes.
And just like that, Team Panama able to get another touchdown here in the first half. Good job there by the quarterback to be able to extend the play with his legs, allowing the receiver to get open in the back end zone for the touchdown.
What an impressive start to this game from Panama. They have just done exactly what they want on offense against this US U-18 select team. Rowe for his second PAT, and it's through the uprights. Panama up 14-0, led by Adrian Roux. Not afraid of some pressure. Great poise to find Paredes in the back of the end zone. Great start for Panama. Welcome back, AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. An impressive start from the Sharks. Panama leading 14-0.
Yeah, Team Panama is really doing their thing offensively. I really like how they have a balanced attack, running the football as well as throwing the football in the back of the end zone for that touchdown. Rowe extended the plays with his legs, finding the open receiver, and getting another touchdown against Team USA defense.
Cale Anderson takes the kickoff inside the 5 and wrapped up just past the 20. So the United States will take over. And it will be their 4th possession. 2 of the first 3 have ended with turnovers. First, a fumble on a handoff, and then most recently, an interception thrown by Dylan Label as he tried to set up a screen pass, and it was right into the chest of David Henriquez, which set up Panama in great position. They only had to get 7 yards for their second score.
And let's see what Team USA comes out as a starting quarterback for Team USA in this series. It looks like they're going back with Gundy.
Gunnar Gundy, who had the first possession, the best drive so far for the Americans, and he hands off. Big gain up the middle, but a good tackle in the secondary as Victor Falcon stops Julian Morin.
Gundy led this team in the first series of the game. Now he comes back onto the field. He has a lot of leadership and knowledge of this football game. The son of Mike Gundy, the head coach for Oklahoma State. Let's see what this young man is going to do and try to rally the game, or rally the troops and get back into this game.
Handed off, similar play and similar result. Nice work from Morin, the Northern California native out of Carlmont High School. Class 6A Division II title game at the end of November. 3 straight big runs right up the middle from Julian Morin. And some mojo back for the USA.
Yeah, Team USA is going to the running game to try to find a way to get back into this game, leading by their running back right there. A good hard run to pick up the first down.
Falcon and Vidal combining on the tackle. They brought in Mitchell Mahler at quarterback. Change of quarterbacks mid-series. Mahler snuffed out. What a play in the backfield. Gabriel Mason. It's the second time, and Mahler's trying to run, and this has happened.
Yeah, Mason at 5'8" was able to sneak into the backfield. Look at this big tackle. Excellent job to tackle him, open field tackle to bring him down by himself. Mason did a really good job there at 5'8", 187.
These Panamanians came to play, Lemont.
Oh, no doubt. They're here to play. They've been very competitive. I've been impressed with their team throughout this first half.
Well, now it's Gundy back from the shotgun on 3rd and 5. Looking to his right, slings it out there, has a man. And it's caught by Walls, who's immediately tackled. Gabriel Walls with the reception. Victor Putaturo with the tackle, first down for the United States, just past midfield. Gundy hands off. Again, Julian Morin pushed back towards midfield.
Good stop there for Team Panama. They're starting to step up their defense here against the run. Huge third down for Team USA.
Gundy looking towards the sideline. Ryan Larson, the head coach at the U-18 select, and some movement around the neutral zone. Panama says it's a false start. Welcome back. The 2019 International Bowl. Matt Peterson with Lemont Williams, Sarah Merrifield on the sidelines, and right after the timeout, another drop from the Americans. He threw 2 balls, both should have been caught, both were dropped on his only series to start. Now it's Gundy downfield, nearly intercepted as a flag comes in late. We'll see what the call is, but could have been picked off by Victor Falcon.
Might go against Team Panama with that pass interference.
The officials will work it out. It's primarily an American crew, and they're going to wave off, say it was uncatchable. So potentially pass interference, but uncatchable, so no flag. Did you like that decision, Lemont?
Well, I mean, at that point, you can see the ball was definitely high. So, you know, Team Panama has been the aggressive team right now, so they're going to probably get more calls in their favor. But at the same time, Team USA has to find a way to be able to not just throw it high, but execute the pitch and catch to their receivers. We talked about that all in the last series.
Andrew Lenzen fumbles the punt, then gets it away, and it's a booming punt, bounces around the 26, rolls all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that's an excellent kick.
Down to around the 7.5-yard line by Parker. Lenzen, his second kick today. Well, Panama out, and they'll start from the 7.5-yard line. Roux hands off. And nice work brushing forward. Borges. Could have been a minimal gain, but he kept barreling forward and picked up about 5 yards.
You see here, Borges, just a nice hard run. Big frame running back, taking the hits and keep on ticking. I really like this running back here. Borges is going to continue to lay heavy on Team USA defense.
Broke the attempted tackle of Max Lommel, who had the first contact. 2nd and 4 for Panama. 3 receivers bunched on the right, 1 out to the left. Another handoff, and out near a first down goes Borges. Lima, you don't see many Panamanians in American college football, but I'd say after the first quarter and a half, many of these players should be playing college football in the next few years.
Absolutely, and we talked about this off air, man. I believe everybody needs the opportunity to play college football. And Team Panama right now, their players looks like they can play at the next level. I mean, it might not be at the high level at Oklahoma State, but it can be at a level as far as Division I, far as Sam Houston, that type of level, as well as Division II style football. But these guys want to play college football, and right now they're displaying in this first half. I believe they have an opportunity.
Fake of Borges. Roux keeps it himself, picks up about 3. First time we've seen that, with Roux keeping it after a fake handoff. Not a bad play call, Lima, with Borges chewing up yardage and really drawing a lot of attention.
Well, what they're doing is the 1-2 punch. Borges is really laying heavy on the defense. He's controlling the clock as far as running the football. Then when Roux wants to extend the plays with his legs, he rolls out and find the open receiver. So that 1-2 combination right now, Team USA has not found a solution for that problem.
This is Panama's favorite personnel grouping. 3 right, 1 left, 1 in the backfield with Roux. And fakes the handoff over the middle, and another big catch. Well done from Paredes, who had the touchdown earlier. Panama making it look easy on offense.
Well, it looks easy for us up here in the booth, but it's really not on the field. Play action pass right there as Roux allowed his receiver to get behind the linebackers. Good accuracy there from the quarterback. Nice pitch and catch.
Paredes had the touchdown catch on Panama's last possession. Roux looking out towards the left. A handoff up the middle out to the 40-yard line. It's Ricardo Achura, who's the number 2 back. That time they gave Borges a blow.
And what they're doing right now, Team Panama, is controlling the clock here with less than 5 minutes to go before halftime. They do not want to be they're not impatient. They want to take their time, control the clock, and continue to wear down Team USA defense.
Same personnel grouping from Panama. 3 options to the right, 1 to the left, and a man in the backfield. Roux fakes the handoff, goes over the middle, and another opportunity for Paredes, and he could not haul it in. Would have been a nice catch, but a similar play to the one a few plays ago, over the middle after the fake of the handoff.
And that's the sweet spot right now in Team USA defense, is across the middle with the play action pass. You can see right there, good opportunity, but miss because he couldn't get his hands wrapped around the football and bring it down for Team Panama.
Jared Barons out of Ashburn, Virginia with the coverage. Big 3rd down now for Panama. If they can continue this drive and score, it would be a big halftime deficit, but the Americans can force a punt. They could get some points back before the break. Roux from the shotgun has a man to his right, and it's caught by Rodriguez, immediately tackled by Jahi Nelson.
Just another play action pass right there. Quick slant to the receiver. Takes a hit, but keeps the ball in his hands for the reception.
First catch for Nelson. The 4th man to catch a ball for Panama. And another first down for the Sharks. 1st and 10 from the 47. Now they go 2 right, 2 left. Achura in the backfield. He takes the handoff out to midfield. Nice tackle around the star by Adrian Cabrera out of Spring Hill, Florida. One of the first times today we've seen a Panamanian player push back by a USA defender.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, up front, Team Panama offensive line has been winning the battle in the trenches, in my opinion, Matt. Just continue to wear down Team USA defensive front. You got to give credit. You got to give credit to their running back as well.
A timeout. Panama up 14 and on the move once again in the International Bowl. Adrian Roux back on the field as Panama on the move. It's been a very impressive first half for the Panamanians. On the verge of a big halftime lead, and smart awareness from Roux. First time he's really been pressured. That time 2 came in from Team USA and he got rid of it.
Yeah, I like the play call defensively for Team USA. Bringing the outside package, blitz, kind of keep Roux contained. Roux was smart enough to get the ball in his hands quick and fast because that pressure was coming on him.
Just the second incompletion for Roux today. It was 8 for 10 for 51 yards and a touchdown. 3rd and 8 from midfield. Another blitz, and he threw it right into a contested receiver. Nice coverage from Team USA. That was Brandon Belgrave, wrapped up by 3.
Yeah, good job there again for the defense coordinator for Team USA. Watch the blitz come from the top. Linebackers as well as the defensive line was there, right there to meet the receiver for the pass.
Tyler Bain out of Northeast High School in Northeast Maryland with the tackle. Cale Anderson back to return this punt. Try to give Team USA good field position as they try to get on the scoreboard. Surprising they have a 0 in their column. That first American possession was impressive. It's a bit of a muff punt, but it's out of bounds at the 35, so maybe just by design they wanted to kick away from Anderson. Now that fumble really changed this game, Lemont. It was the United States on the move into Panamanian territory, but fumble was forced by Ezra Forbes, and it's been all Panama since.
Yeah, it's just been defensively. They set the tone here against Team USA in the AT&T Stadium, and from there their offense built off that momentum. Team USA seems like, to me, if they keep Gundy in this game, they'll find a way to get back in this game and be competitive in the second half. They gotta find a way to be able to stress out this defense and throw the ball down the field.
Now Ezra Forbes with the forced fumble, and then later on David Henriquez with the interception. He ran it back to the 7-yard line. Another quarterback, it's Mitchell Mahler back in there. He throws it out to the right side, nearly intercepted again. He jumped the route. That was Victor Pudatero. Nearly the second interception from Panama in this first half.
Yeah, Pudatero, you can see at 5'5", speed to be able to close in. He jumped that route. Almost had another interception for Team Panama.
It was Dylan Label who was intercepted earlier in the half. USA using 3 quarterbacks in this all-star game. Handed off up the middle. Minimal gain for Jashaun Foster. Tackle made by Felipe DuBois. Big 3rd down for the U.S. with just over 2 minutes left in the first half.
Surprisingly, that Team USA is really taking their time offensively. I mean, you would think they would turn it up as far as tempo-wise, at least get some points before halftime.
Mahler over the middle, right through the hands of Anderson. Another drop for the United States.
And just you continue to see the chemistry is off between quarterback and receiver. Mahler tried to go with a quick pass across the middle to his receiver. Just a little bit too much muscle on that pass, forcing now another punt and 3 and out for Team USA.
Andrew Lenzen back on the field. His last punt was very impressive. Panama hoping for another opportunity to add to its 14-0 lead. Lenzen's punt from the 24. Belgrave will try to reverse field. Risky proposition here, and he's hauled down. One-arm tackle, nicely done. But a flag comes in, maybe for a horse collar there. Leroy Smith will make that. Frazier White brought him down.
Might go against Team USA again. Good call there, Matt. Might be a horse collar foul or penalty against Team USA. Belgrave was trying to make something happen, though. You saw it cut across the field.
Indeed, a horse collar called against White. Oh, Belgrave acting like they're not up by 14, but down by 14.
Yeah, you can definitely see a horse collar there by number 18 pulling down Belgrave.
You have to love the confidence of Panama. No conservative play whatsoever in this first half, and they're rewarded with a 14-point lead. And what do they really have to lose? It's an all-star game. There's scouts here watching, an opportunity to impress future college coaches. Empty backfield now, 3 left, 2 to the right for Adrian Roux. More pressure against Roux. Flushed out, moving to his right, throws it downfield, caught! A foot down for Belgrave.
Belgrave is one of the top tier receivers for Team Panama. You can definitely tell that his play has been outstanding here in this first half. Good job there by Rowe, better survey the secondary, but roll out to the right-hand side and find Belgrave. Watch this here, concentration and dragging of that 1 foot to be able to get the reception.
Luke Horn out of Vista Ridge High School in Cedar Park, Texas, not far from Arlington, had the pressure, but we've seen Adrian Roux able to escape the pressure, roll to his right. Another impressive play. Now from the 39-yard line, first down for Panama, 1:24 left in the first half. Play clock at 0. They let them play. He throws it towards the sideline, nearly intercepted. That was one of the first poor decisions today by Rowe, as nearly caught by Seth Miller. You guys discussed in the first couple of games a liberal enforcement of the play clock here in the International Bowl.
Yeah, they don't really enforce a lot of the delay of play. I mean, the delay penalties on the shot clock, which allow the players to be competitive and compete on each and every play.
Rowe goes over the middle. Another catch from Brandon Belgrave up to the 26-yard line.
Man, Belgrave is really hustling right now for Team Panama. The combination between Rowe, you can see Rowe just feeling the confidence in the pocket. A flag came down, but Belgrave with the reception.
His 6th catch today. Kyleon Parker with the tackle. Parker from Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. Not sure what the flag was for. It was against Panama. They're backed up to around the 50-yard line. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers. Rowe scrambling, flips it out, catch is made, and a nice pickup of about 12 yards for Jose Garcia de Paredes.
Good job there for the receiver to be able to take advantage of that coverage and get the reception. Uphill battle again for Team Panama. Less than 1 minute to go here before halftime.
4th catch of the first half for Paredes, who earlier caught a touchdown. And now a timeout has been called. You can see 3 timeouts for each side. Panama with 1 remaining, United States with 2. What has stood out to you so far from this first half, Lemont?
Man, I've been impressed, Matt, with Team Panama. Just their defensive style. First of all, as a former defensive player, I like how their linebackers are flying around making plays and producing turnovers. But their offense, it seemed like they're well prepared. In the first half, it just felt like that offensive balance between the quarterback and Rowe, and as well as the running back, and having him to be able to balance out that offensive attack really helped this offense in the first half as far as passing the football.
You can see Panama winning the time of possession battle over 13 minutes with possession for the Sharks. 3rd and 8 after the timeout. Under a minute left in the first half. Rowe surveying, goes over the middle, and an overthrow. Belgrave was the intended target, and we'll see if Panama goes for it on 4th down.
Be surprised if they go for it on 4th down. At this point with 14 points here and leading this pretty much throughout this first half, let's be conservative, kick the punt, and try to regroup at halftime.
You can tell Rowe wants to go for it. I love the reaction from him. And another thing I've enjoyed watching these games today, Lemont, has been the interaction between the players with one another, kind of strategizing on the field before plays, and also the dialogue between players and coaches.
Absolutely. You can definitely tell this week has helped out for us with that chemistry, having the chance to practice with each other and learn the nuances of what you need to do to be successful throughout this game.
David Henriquez with the punt. Very impressive punt, drops it around the 3-yard line.
Excellent
Earlier
punt.
The interception, and now a punt pins the Americans deep inside the 5.
Yeah, special teams has been huge for Team Panama throughout this first half. That's actually their second good punt here in this first half. A defensive player making a punt like that, that's impressive. This guy here has an interception. He kicked the punt. You just saw that on that last play, and he's been flying around and making good plays, so he's an all-around good player to me.
Panama may lack the depth that the Americans have, but their top-end talent is right there. We've seen Adrian Roux dominate at quarterback. He's also been 2 for 2 on point after touchdowns. And several of these players playing multiple positions, special teams, and offense or defense. Dylan Label back out for his second series. He earlier threw that interception right into the path of David Henriquez. From his own end zone. Pressured.
Gotta get rid of it.
At the very back of the end zone, throws it to the right sideline. And just shy of his intended target, Matt Greenwald.
You cannot hold the ball too long in that end zone with that pressure coming from Team Panama. If you're Team USA, you can't give up any more points before halftime.
A second throw for Label. His first on that series was the screen pass that was intercepted by Henriquez. 14-0 Panama. 36 seconds left in the first half. Label from the shotgun. That time he will hand off. And a little breathing room for the Americans. Out around the 8-yard line from Julian Morin.
Simple handoff right here from Team USA, just trying to find some breathing room offensively, even though they're still down 14-0.
7th carry so far for Morin, averaging almost 5 yards per carry. And they will let the clock roll down to halftime. What a first half from Panama. They come to Arlington at Jerry's World, and they lead the U.S. U-18 select team 14-0. Adrian Roux, the quarterback, ushering his team up and down the field. An impressive display. Teams will regroup at halftime, and we'll see the response from the American U-18 select team. Halftime at the International Bowl, and somewhat of a surprising halftime score. Panama leading the United States under-18 select team 14-0. Matt Peterson with Lemont Williams. And these teams met in a scrimmage on Wednesday. Panama beat the U-18. So in some ways, a team with confidence as we look at the first half highlights.
Yeah, you can definitely tell Team Panama came with a lot of confidence after that scrimmage and beating Team USA earlier this week. Look at the stuff right there in the backfield. That was throughout the first half, a lot of stuffing the run and forcing 3 and outs against Team USA. But watch this by their running back with the explosiveness to the outside.
Rafael Borges with the big carry. And with the spread offense, just gashing the U.S. U-18 team with big play after big play. That was Achura, and then up the middle, big Rafael Borges made it 7-0.
Yeah, Borges was too much for Team USA to handle it throughout the first half. You can definitely see his production. This interception was huge as well for their defense. Team Panama just killing the confidence of Team USA throughout the first half. And you can see right here, watch Roll be able to roll out to the right-hand side, extending the play, finding a receiver in the back of the end zone for their second touchdown.
It was David Henriquez with the interception, Jose Garcia de Paredes with the catch in the back of the end zone. The U.S. got things back. Their featured running back was Julian Morin, but some big linebacker play. Nice tackle there from Gabriel Mason. And Panama got the ball back. And the Americans finally made some adjustments. That final possession or two, that final series or two, they slowed Panama down somewhat.
Yeah, you can definitely see right there Panama Rose running out to the right-hand side. Excellent catch by Belgrade during the first half.
There's the stats from the first half. 153 total yards for Panama. Pretty even distribution. And 10 first down for the Sharks.
Yeah, only 10 first downs. I mean, I thought they had more than that. But look at the balanced attack. 153 yards compared to USA 83. And what killed USA is the penalties. 5 penalties for 35 yards, whereas Team Panama only had 2.
Only 27 passing yards for the Americans. What adjustments will be made by both teams? We'll find out. The second half from AT&T Stadium when we come back. Welcome back. AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Moments away from the start of the third quarter. Panama, an impressive 14-0 lead over the U.S. U-18 select team. Matt Peterson with Lemont Williams. And now let's go back to the sideline with Sarah Merrifield.
Well, I just talked to head coach Ryan Larson of this U-18 USA football team, and I asked him a little bit about the adversity they faced in the first half, because there's no doubt that they did face some adversity. This has been a whirlwind week for some of these kids and the coaches, and a little bit of the bright lights, big stadium might have caught them off guard, but what he said was, we're just playing kind of flat, and I think the kids need to get re-energized and excited about playing a game that they love to play and not focusing so much about the nitty-gritty details. The energy and the excitement is what makes this event amazing, and even from a coaching standpoint, because Coach Larson does have experience coaching at the college level, this is the real deal. Gaining experience from this is so valuable and incredible for not only the players, but the coaches as well, and hopefully he likes to see that in the second half. Guys?
Good stuff there, Sarah. Thank you very much. As the kickoff is fielded by Panama, and they get out to about the 26-yard line. Luis Alemán with the return. As a former player, were there games where you focus too much on the nitty-gritty and not just go out and play the game you love?
Well, you can be overhyped. You can be excited about being in the moment. You have to understand, being here at the AT&T Stadium, these young men has been playing on a national football team field. I mean, this is a football arena, a National Football League arena. Dallas Cowboys, jumbotron above your head. Sometimes they can take the sail out of your, out of trying to come out and get going. This second half, I want to see if they settle down and ready to play football.
Roux hands it off. Big gain again for Rafael Borges. Borges, 11 carries, 61 yards in the first half, over 5 yards per carry, and picks up where he left off here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Borges is a little bit too much to handle in the first half. If you're Team USA defense, you got to find a way to slow him down and force Roux, the quarterback, to be your guy or be the go-to guy in the second half.
2nd and 6 from the 30. Fake of a handoff. He likes to roll to his right and has a man. Another catch. Brandon Belgrave out to about the 44.
And that's what you're seeing when you see Roux roll out to the right-hand side. He's fighting Belgrave. We saw that awesome catch in the first half where Belgrave was able to get his foot down for the reception, and watch this. Squeeze the ball between 2 defenders for the reception and the first down.
Belgrave, his 6th catch, he's over 40 yards. Roux now 11 of 15 for over 80 yards, plus a touchdown. He has not been sacked. I like this setup. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left, 1 in the backfield. Roux fakes the handoff and a slant out to the 48-yard line. Immediately tackled is Alemán.
Try to catch Team USA defense off guard there on the backhand side for Roux. You can see Roux right here with the play action pass, goes quickly to his receiver on the left-hand side. Excellent job there by the cornerback to stay home and bring him down for the tackle.
George Burrell out of Friendswood, Texas, near Houston with the tackle. You see Alemán, the far left receiver. Panama on the move here in the third quarter. Handed off up the middle goes Rafael Borges out to the 45-yard line. A host of American tacklers, including Jared Behrens. I mentioned it briefly at halftime, Lemont. These teams played a scrimmage Wednesday night. Panama won. While it's their first time in the International Bowl, they have been to the United States to play American teams before, including their head coach, Mr. Franco. At the quarterback row has been playing the sport since the age of 8. He's been here several times before. Fake of a handoff, flushed out, moving to his left, flips it over the top, nearly hauled in by Luis Alamon. What a catch that would have been.
You can see Luis is like, just a little bit more. I had a step on him. We could have got that reception and possibly a touchdown.
Penalty goes against Panama.
See Rowe just rolling out to the left-hand side that time. He normally goes to the right-hand side. Just a little bit too far for your receiver on that last play.
It had been above the line of scrimmage before he threw it. A country of just 4 million citizens, but a long history of football. They had a tryout of 100 of the country's best top 16 to 18-year-olds in Panama in November. Handoff, broken tackle, Borges out to the left side. Just a physical presence up and down this Panamanian roster.
Absolutely. Borges at 5'10", 185. You can see the athleticism here. Just a sweet play around the left-hand side. Look at the patience as well as the balance. Be able to take on some hits and keep on moving. You talked about guys getting the opportunity to stay in the States and play some college football. Borges might be that individual for Team Panama, in my opinion.
Jaden Natoa hustled back to make the tackle. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line.
Here come the blitz.
They throw it out to the right side. Another catch for Belgrave. Eludes one tackler, thrown backward. Brought down, maybe a face mask will be called. Panama was asking for it as Barron's again there for the tackle.
You know, Belgrave is hard to bring down. And I mean, from one guy to bring him down, he's going to continue to move around until he's brought down. But it was a flag on that play. Maybe it's going against Team USA.
And there's the face mask. 6th catch for Belgrave.
You definitely see it right there. Our number 50 grabbing the face mask.
Barron's the guilty party. At a Flint Hill High School in Ashburn, Virginia. Moves them all the way up to the 20-yard line. 1st down for Panama. A handoff, bouncing out to the right side is Achura. Hard 4-yard run that time. Achura, his 3rd carry today, has been the compliment to Borges, who's got the majority of the carries.
Yeah, Achura is more the lightning of the offensive style of play for Team Panama, whereas Borges is more of the thunder at 5'8", 185. Then you bring in a 5'5" running back. He's a little quicker to get away from the defenders.
2nd and 6. It's Adrian Roux from the shotgun. First looking left. Rolls to his right. Nice touch pass and a 1st down. Jose Garcia de Paredes. No problem with the pressure for Roux.
No, not at all. Watch this play here by Rowe as he rolls out to the right-hand side, patiently waiting for his receiver to get open. Good job there, finding the receiver across the middle, picking up the 1st down and extending his drive. Team Panama quietly is moving down the field against Team USA. That's what you want to see from your team coming out of halftime, making the halftime adjustments.
5th catch today for Paredes. 1st and goal from the 6. They have been very efficient in these red zone situations before. 2 trips, 2 touchdowns in the 1st half. Rowe rolls to his left. They pick up the blitz. Rowe slings it towards the end zone. Touchdown, Panama. It's Paredes once again, his 2nd touchdown pass today.
And just like that, Team Panama extends the lead with that touchdown play as Rowe rolls out to the left-hand side, finding his receiver. Excellent job here. As you can see in this replay here, look at Rowe roll to the left-hand side, sets his feet, squares his shoulders to the line of scrimmage and finding his receiver for the reception and the touchdown. Good job there by Team Panama.
Nice blitz pickup, Ricardo Achura. You mentioned he's the Lightning, but he still knows how to handle his blocking assignments.
Yeah, great block there to extend the quarterback to the left-hand side to be able to find a receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
The quarterback Roux will handle his third PAT, and it's through the uprights. A stunning score in Arlington. It's Panama leading the United States 21-0. Welcome back. It's 21-0 Panama over the United States U-18 select. Panama dominant since the opening kickoff, and now they will kick off to United States. Good kick, and Anderson will take it out of the end zone. Looking for blockers, he's out to the 25-yard line. From 5 yards deep in the end zone, out to the 25. Again, we saw Gabriel Mason with the tackle. Let's go back to the sideline with Sarah Merrifield.
Well, guys, it's a special privilege to be afforded the opportunity to wear USA on your helmet and represent your country, and these boys take that honor with serious pride. But that sentiment runs even a little bit deeper with two young men on this U-18 team. Leroy Smith, he's a wide receiver for the team, hopes to be a Navy SEAL or join the Air Force Academy in the future. And then defensive lineman Tyler Bain, he's already committed to serving his country. He's already enlisted in the Marines and ships out September 3rd of this year. So both Tyler and Leroy will look to serve with pride in their future, but for today, they're proud to represent their country playing the sport they love. Guys?
Thank you very much, Sarah. Good report as the Americans retake the field, and on first down, another good stop from the Panamanians as the U.S. went up the middle with Jashaun Foster, who had a good early carry at Lima, but we haven't called his name much since.
No, they slowed him down. Team Panama slowed down Foster, the young man out of Houston, Texas. Throughout the first half, he's been very quiet for Team USA.
Gunnar Gundy back in at quarterback. He finds Cale Anderson. Nice one-handed catch with not much room to work with on the sideline.
Gundy is one of the better quarterbacks out of the three rotation, we've seen throughout this first half in this game. Excellent job there in concentration, bringing the football into your body with the reception.
Still 3rd and 4 for the U.S. after the catch from Anderson. Gundy looking to his right. He'll roll that way. The left-handed quarterback flushed out. He might run for the first down, fakes a throw, and pushed out of bounds by Mateo Scott. No completions. Now the punt is caught around the 32-yard line. Look at the speed from Bandon Belgrave. He's out past midfield, pushed out around the 46-yard line.
You know what? Belgrave is going to take this to the house on one play, because you know that he's smelling that end zone. And if he gets one more or two more blocks, he can take it the distance for Team Panama.
5 catches already for Belgrave. Nice return of that punt. As we see Matthew Kane jogging off a bit gingerly. Now Panama scored on their first possession of this third quarter. Now they get the ball back. The chance to really extend their lead. We mentioned they upset the U.S. in the Wednesday night scrimmage. We didn't see the actual score, but really gave them a bit of confidence heading into this game.
Absolutely.
Ryan Roux will hand off. Spinning out for about 3 or 4 is Rafael Borges. And let's go back to Sarah Merrifield on the sideline.
Tackle made by number 7.
I'm here with Dylan Leibel, quarterback for this U-18 USA football team. Dylan, you grew up in Frisco, kind of nearby the Cowboys training facility. How cool is it to be down here where they play games?
It's just a dream come true, because I've always dreamed of playing in the stadium. My high school, we didn't make it here in the playoffs, and now I'm here to play in this game.
And for you mentioned to the USA football staff that one of the main inspirations you have is your mom. Can you give a little bit of light onto why that is?
Because she recently had cancer, and she just recently beat it, and she shows me that I have to work my hardest and never give up when things get tough.
And when you guys face a little bit of adversity on the field, how do you feel you rally together, even with not knowing these kids for very long?
Just getting us together, working hard, and finishing out the day.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and good luck in the rest of the game.
Thank you.
Guys, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Sarah. And thank you to the time from Dylan Label as Panama has first down. And that might be their first sack, but he gets the ball away just in time, and there was an eligible receiver close enough. Very nearly the first sack today of Adrian Roux, who has just dominated from the Panamanian quarterback position.
Yeah, a smart play there by Roux to get the ball out of his hands. Once he felt the pressure, he did not go down with the football, throwing it away, trying to live for the next down.
Roux, 15 of 21 today for 120 yards and 2 scores. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Get it outside quickly. Eduardo Jones, his first catch today, or make that Belgrave, I beg your pardon. Another catch for Belgrave, his 7th today. This team, I mentioned the tryout of 100 of the country's top 16, 17, and 18-year-olds, whittled down from 100 to 38 in mid-November, and they've had the opportunity, Lemont, to practice together ever since.
Yeah, they've just been together and building that continuity for the last couple of weeks. It's paying off right here. We definitely can see it unfold in front of our eyes throughout this game. Having team chemistry, and it builds confidence, and you know who your go-to guys are throughout the game.
Here's Roux on 3rd down towards the sideline. Catch is made. Was he in bounds? The referees talk it over, and it is a completion.
Wow.
Andres Rodriguez, listed as a linebacker on the Panamanian roster, but looking like a full-time wide receiver here.
And we talked about team chemistry, and look at this catch here. Look at the chemistry between quarterback and receiver. Excellent job there with the team, with the concentration to be able to bring the ball in and keep it in his hands as he hit the ground.
First down, Panama. Here's Roux. Slings it, and is broken up. Good coverage in the secondary. Kyleon Parker out of Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, broke it up, slowing down this Panamanian offense. Paredes, the intended receiver. Now on 2nd down and 10. Fake of a handoff, now over the middle, and he was open. I think Panama asking for a holding call, but it's an incompletion. Paredes was the target.
Yeah, Roux just short-armed it pass on that last play, had his receiver. Once he got past the secondary, opportunity to get back into the end zone. Missed chance there for Team Panama.
Lemont, is there anything specifically that Panama is doing to be so effective? Is it anything more than just an accurate quarterback and receivers making consistent catches?
Well, I believe that it's really good blocking up front. I mean, it starts up front with the blocking, which allow Roux to be able to roll out to the right-hand side or just stand in the pocket and wait for his receivers to get open. And they've been doing a really good job against Team USA defensive front.
Roux flushed out again and finally brought down for the first time today. He is sacked. Adrian Cabrera out of Spring Hill, Florida.
Good job there by Cabrera, the linebacker. Look him come from the bottom of your screen, be able to catch Roux slipping as he brings him down for the first sack here in the second half.
Springstead High School in Spring Hill, Florida, for Cabrera with the first sack. Taking out an entire team's worth of frustrations on Adrian Roux. To like Roux's tenacity there. 6 foot 185. He's trying to stiff arm.
Oh yeah, he's trying to stay up. You know, he hasn't been sacked all game, so he's like, I'm not used to this.
On 4th and 25, they go for it. Roux looking downfield, lobs it towards the end zone, and it is caught as he inbounds. What is the call? Caught by Rodriguez. They're celebrating. It's a Panamanian touchdown.
Unbelievable.
Rodriguez once again. The linebacker coming up big in the end zone.
Watch Rowe right here, rolls to the right-hand side. But watch the arm strength as he throws it deep. Pay attention to the ball and the receiver. Got some help there on the defender. Got his foot down. Let's see what they say. Touchdown, Team Panama.
Difficult to say. Frazier White was in coverage. It might have been his foot that was down. It might have been a Panama-friendly call, but it is an all-star game. And Rodriguez celebrating the touchdown. Third touchdown throw today, and now a delay of game is called against Panama. But that touchdown really embodied what Panama has done today. Fearless in every sort of sideline situation.
I mean, you think about it, Matt, it was 4th and 25. So that tells you right there, they said, let's go ahead and go for the touchdown. Didn't know Rowe had a strong enough arm to make it to the end zone, but proved me wrong finding his receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
Rowe out for the point after touchdown. He misses his 4th in as many tries. And here's the 33-yard touchdown score, Rowe to Andres Rodriguez. It's all Panama in Game 3 of the International Bowl. Welcome back. It's the International Bowl in Arlington, Texas, from AT&T Stadium. Matt Peterson with Lemont Williams. Sarah Merrifield is down on the sideline. And this has been a very impressive display. We've sort of got into the history of Panamanian football, but to see it here against an American team in an American stadium, truly remarkable.
Yeah, I mean, just been very competitive throughout this whole game. Offensively, I've been impressed with their quarterback play and their running back. And defensively, they're flying around and making some really good sound tackles. Team Panama knows the fundamentals of playing football here in the United States, and it's showing throughout the game in the AT&T Stadium.
Adrian Roux will kick it away. The quarterback, 3 touchdown passes, 19 of 27 through the air for 176 yards. A return man upfield breaks the tackle and brought down. Nice return. Matt Greenwald. And tackled by Gabriel Mason of Panama.
Well, if you're Team USA right now, since emergency needs to kick in, I see they're still rotating quarterbacks. So whoever's running the quarterback position needs to find some kind of sense of urgency here. Being down 27-0 late in the third quarter, there's no room for error. You got to find a way to be able to spread the ball out and move the ball down the field.
Mitchell Mahler back out there. He's 0 for 4 from the air, but at 2 or maybe 3 of those incompletions were dropped. He goes right up the middle on first down, picks up about 7.
And watching Mahler throughout this game, he hasn't really connected with the receivers throwing the football, but he's a hard runner. As you can see right here in this replay, Mahler likes to run the football as a dual threat quarterback.
Gain of 8 on 2nd and 2, a whistle blown late. What was your experience like growing up in the United States and participating? Was it a typical experience, high school football, youth football before going to Howard?
Yeah, it was definitely high school. I mean, definitely youth football, playing Pop Warner and going from there. And we didn't have a lot of middle school sports in the state of Virginia, so it was more Pop Warner. And you just, worked on your craft until you was able to play junior varsity football. Then, you got promoted up to varsity football. But nowadays in the state of Virginia, they have, especially in my hometown, they have middle school sports, which is really helping out a lot of the youth far as from Pop Warner and making the adjustments to high school.
After a big tackle from Santiago Donato of Panama, a catch made on the right side. Bailey Olson, the wide receiver from Colchester High School in Vermont, and a first down for the United States and a first completion for Mahler. Up tempo, a flag comes out. Mahler up the middle, over midfield, barreling over 3 and 4.
Mahler is running over the defensive players as he runs hard down the middle. You can definitely see Team USA is trying to find a way to put some points on the board. At 6'2", 215 out of Wisconsin. That young man's a big guy who played quarterback.
Just inside Panamanian territory. Mahler will hand it off. Nice room on the right side up to the 30-yard line. Julian Morin, the featured running back today, his biggest gain.
And here comes Team USA running attack. As you can see right there, the running back getting the handoff from Mahler. Look at the running power on the outside, knocking over defenders, getting out of bounds.
His previous long was a gain of 9. 1st and 10 for the U.S. right on top of the 30-yard line. There's Morin up the middle. Pickup of about 5 before his push backward. Felipe DeBoy getting in on the tackle after a few other Panamanians had the initial contact. Second and 5 for the United States. Flips it out to the right side, it's dropped. Julian Morin tried to adjust. It was not the best throw, a little bit behind him. 3rd and 5, Mahler hands it off. Nice play design. Here comes Anderson around the edge and up around the 10-yard line. Nice play from Anderson, the kick returner and wide receiver took it on the sweep.
Yeah, Team USA goes with the wide receiver reverse there on that play. Look at the blocking right there up front by the receiver as well as the offensive lineman to be able to help Anderson to get more yards and get into the red zone for the first time in a long time for Team USA.
Finally pushed out by Victor Falcon. 1st and goal from the 8. Mahler will take it himself. A flag comes out on the near sideline. Mahler stopped around the 5-yard line. Looks like it's going against Panama. Offsides, repeat 1st down. We'll see what the U.S. does after the half of the distance call. And we'll have 1st and goal from the 4. See if Mahler can get the U.S. into the end zone. They had a very good opening drive before a fumble, and then a couple interceptions have negated other possible scoring drives. Mahler will take it himself. He'll bull rush into the end zone. The U.S. on the board. Mitchell Mahler in from the 4-yard line.
Nice hard run by Mahler. He set the tone when he came in at the quarterback position in the opening series. Look at this here. Team USA is using Mahler, big frame, at 215 pounds in the red zone, earning their first touchdown here and putting some points on the board for Team USA.
Jose Vidal was the defensive back trying to make the tackle. It's one of the first times today we've seen an American player run over a Panamanian player on either side of the field. Point after touchdown is up and through from Andrew Lenzen. That makes it 27-7 with 45 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
Really like that series there by Team USA. I didn't know how they was going to come out being down 27 points, but the fact that it was able to move the ball down the field with consistent running plays let me know that they're still competitive and want to kind of find a way to get back into this game.
21st century football is here, built by USA Football. The football development model is a framework for fun and fitness through America's favorite sport. Open to every youth and scholastic program. Sign up to discover football's future at usafootball.com/FDM. That's usafootball.com/FDM. What are your big picture thoughts, Limon, on development of football around the world and how it's growing both in North America and abroad?
I love it. I mean, the fact that the game is growing from, local standpoint, domestic standpoint, and in the States and also internationally. It just seems like it's starting to grow. You see the NFL consistently go overseas to London. We saw earlier Team Canada, you saw Team Mexico and their performance, and now we see Team Panama. The game is growing each and every day and each and every year. I love the fact that in football, it seems like to me is a world game now. I know we have World Cup soccer, but right now football is growing at a fast pace.
An onside kick attempted by Lenzen, calmly recovered by Omar Henry. So nice to see Panama aware that might be coming. And also good to see the United States going for it. Down 20 points with just over 12 minutes left in the game.
You have nothing to lose. Why not? I mean, go for an onside kick now. You're putting pressure on your defense, but at the same time, you had an opportunity to try to get an onside kick, and it didn't work for you.
Speaking of development, one thing I've enjoyed as a fan of football lately is the opportunities for younger players, and that's a sign of the development of the coaches. You're seeing freshman quarterbacks playing in big games in college football, young quarterbacks playing in the NFL, given opportunities. A fumbled snap, but still a completion for Panama, and that really sums up the day for the Panamanians. A fumble for Roux, but he still flipped it out to his favorite target, Jose Garcia de Paredes.
Making something out of nothing. Look at Roux, picks up the football, throw it to his receiver. Excellent job there. Pick up some positive yards.
20th completion for Roux, 7 now to Paredes, who's over 50 yards receiving. I know just a few years ago, Lemont, you'd have to wait 3 or 4 years before getting an opportunity to start. Think of Aaron Rodgers with the Packers and several others. Now, as it's handed off, up the middle, another big gain. He breaks the tackle. It's Borges towards the end zone and hauled down around the 12-yard line.
We haven't called Borges' name in a while, but now he's right on cue, busting it wide open for the running back position. Look at that hole, but watch his power as he gets through the defenders, running down the sideline on the left-hand side. Good closing. I thought it was going to be a horse call against the defensive player, bringing him down with his shoulder pads.
Borges goes over the 100-yard mark with his 16th carry, his longest of the day. And he puts Panama in good position to score once again. It's first down from the 11-yard line.
Yeah, things are starting to pick up here late in the third quarter for both teams.
Go back to Achura. No gain. Second down coming up for Panama. And Roux, a quarterback who we said has played this game since '80, is a big fan of the Cincinnati Bengals. And he looks up to 2 of those quarterbacks we just referenced, Patrick Mahomes of Kansas City and Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers had to wait his turn. Mahomes getting an opportunity now in his second year, and the Chiefs have a big game tomorrow. Oh, Panama back on the move, looking for their 5th touchdown today. A big part of that, Rafael Borges over 100 yards on the ground in Arlington. We start the fourth quarter. Adrian Roux takes it himself back to the 10-yard line. Matt Peterson with Lemont Williams, Sarah Merrifield on the sidelines. Panama had a 27-0 lead before Mitchell Mahler ran it in from 4 yards out to get the United States U-18 select team on the board. What do you expect on this 3rd and 9 play from Panama?
Well, I mean, you have a running back in Borges that's been very aggressive, especially in the inside run. Their offensive line has opened up some really good running lanes for him. I wouldn't be surprised if they run the ball down the middle or try to bounce it to the outside.
Borges' last run, 44 yards, put Panama in this position. They go back to Borges. He bounces outside, waits for a block, tries to turn the corner, gets up to about the 5-yard line. And we'd expect this to be 4-down territory for Panama. After last time they had the ball, they went for it on 4th and 25.
Yeah, I mean, having 4th down and 3 in the red zone is nothing to them. For them to score a touchdown on 4th down and 25, just continue to feed the beast. And Borges, right here, you can see right now, he's feeling it, bouncing it to the outside, stiff-arming the defender, and getting close to the goal line.
A timeout has been called before this 4th and 3 play. Panama calls time, and look at the reaction of Adrian Roux. He wanted to go before the timeout. Kind of calling out his head coach Fernando Franco, who has a lot of experience. We've talked about this Panamanian team, a country that's played football for 70 years after they're introduced to it by U.S. military personnel back there in the 1940s. But it's been a steady growth in Panama. NFL games have been telecast there for about 50 years. The country hosted a International Federation of American Flag Football Championship last year. And for head coach Fernando Franco, who has been around the sport for over 30 years as a player and coach, one of his main objectives on this trip to the United States is to help his players get into American universities. As Roux will set up for the field goal. So maybe that was why Roux was upset. He didn't want to kick it, he wanted to throw it in. Well, Roux will try the field goal. Snap is down and the kick is good. So Roux, the quarterback who doubles as the place kicker, completes the field goal. It's 30-7 Panama. 10:38 left first quarter. We'll see the response upcoming from the United States. And Panama with a field goal from their quarterback, Adrian Roux, extending the lead to 30-7. Roux with the kickoff, fielded in the end zone by Cale Anderson. He'll bring it out once again. Reverses field around the 20 and brought down. Good tackle from Lake Plim Ayakutse.
Team USA right now, got to continue to run the football. It had some success the last series with their quarterback sneak and also running the football. To see who comes out at the quarterback position this time as they do a three-man rotation.
It's Dylan Label. Struggled to gain consistency. His first pass was the screen that was intercepted by David Henriquez. This will be his third series overall, 0 for 2 on his first two throws as the United States begins from the 17. He hands it off up the middle. It's Foster over the 20 out to the 27. Jashaun Foster, a Houston native.
Good run there by Foster at 5'10". You can definitely see that the explosiveness from the young man. Sterling High School.
6th carry today for Foster. 1st and 10 for the United States on the 27. And a nice takedown there. Panama with the sack. Ezra Forbes, he forced the fumble, which really changed the momentum in the first quarter. And this time he takes down Dylan Label.
Good bull, just good rush up the field to be able to get away from the offensive tackle and bring down the quarterback for a sack.
The first sack today for Panama, and you see the celebration from Forbes. He's another one, Lemont, that seems like he has American college football potential as it's tipped to the line of scrimmage and falls around the 12.
Yeah, a lot of these guys I feel like have a lot American college potential, and Forbes is one of them. He has a high motor. He's a high motor type of guy, and he loves to rush off the outside edge.
Yeah, Forbes and Henriquez on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, Roux, Belgrave, Jose Paredes, and Rafael Borges all seem like contenders. Not to mention Ricardo Achura as well. 3rd and 21 coming up for the United States. Dylan Label out of Wakeland High School in Frisco, Texas. A 6'5" quarterback trying to lead his team, and looks like there's an injury on the field. Based off the kneeling Panamanian players. After the sack, 3rd and 21 forthcoming for the United States. The receivers out to the left, one to the right for Label. Label over the middle, intercepted. 3rd interception for Panama today. It's Victor Putaturo, and he's pushed out around the 5-yard line.
Good job there for Team Panama. The secondary stepped up big as the quarterback really didn't know what he wanted to do. You can definitely see he overthrew the receiver. Excellent job there by Panama, getting the interception back to their offense in the red zone.
Victor Putaturo, the 5'5" defensive back, making the play. That sets up Panama with an opportunity to really close this game out. Already up 30-7, a great field possession. 1st and goal from the 6 as Roux returns. Two left, two right for Roux, one in the backfield. Hands it off to Borges. Cuts to his left, spinning at the 5. Tries to stay on his feet and then brought down by 3 or 4. The initial tackle made by Seth Miller out of Oakmont High School in Antelope, California.
Really good job there for Team Panama, trying to impose their will on Team USA as far as running the football and continue to let this clock tick away as they're trying to seal this victory here in the AT&T Stadium. It just seems like Team USA defense is starting to wear down by this hard running Team Panama's running attack.
That was the 18th carry today for Borges for 142 total yards. He's averaging over 8 yards per carry. Now they bounce it outside. It's Ricardo Achura. He loses some yardage, wrestled down past the 10.
Yeah, Achura tried to bounce it to the left-hand side. Give credit to the defensive lineman on the right side of the DN. As you can see here, Achura trying to get to the outside. Number 29 is actually cornerback. The nickelback comes down and make a one-on-one tackle.
Well, Panama getting it done on the ground and through the air. They're averaging over 5.5 yards per carry and about 9 yards per catch. But they're stalled here after the interception. It's 3rd and goal from the 10. Roux rolls to his right, has 3 receivers on that side. Will sling it towards the end zone. It's tipped and incomplete. A good stand so far from United States. We'll see what Panama does. They went for it on 4th and 25 previously, but last time kicked the field goal.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised they go for it this time. It's like just when you think they're going to do the obvious, they do the totally opposite of what we think. And right now, Team Panama probably just want to do another field goal to kind of continue to build off that lead and just walk away with the victory.
Yeah, it might be a sign of respect from Fernando Franco, who's been around the sport for 30 years. He knows you don't necessarily need to run up the score when you have a 23-point lead. So it's Roux, a high snap, and brought down in the backfield is Victor Falcon. I don't think that was a fake. I think it was just a high snap, but you love the celebration. Raymond Previs at a Boone Grove High School in Indiana celebrating after he made the play.
You could definitely tell it was a high snap, as you can see right here, over the place kicker hand. The holder couldn't do anything with that football. He tried to make something out of nothing, Matt. Brought down. Good job for Team USA to be able to make a huge play there on the PAT, or actually the field goal attempt.
Just to illustrate the versatility of this Panama team, the holder is Victor Falcon, the defensive back, who's made a lot of plays on the defensive end. So the kicker is the quarterback. The punter is Henriquez, the defensive lineman who's had an interception. And the holder is a versatile defensive back. Gundy back in there. He's flushed out. The lefty throws downfield and nearly caught, but out of bounds, as the intended receiver was Chase Farmer. Farmer out of Hardinsburg, Indiana. Oh, Gundy back in. He started this game, but a penalty goes against Panama. Gundy had the very first drive tonight. Looked like the Americans might score before the fumble.
Gundy is probably one of the better quarterbacks as far as throwing the football. As a lefty, you can definitely tell that as he rolls right hand to the right side, throwing off his back foot to his receiver.
I think the call was a late hit, unnecessary roughness. After the ball was released, you saw a Panamanian player give him a bit of a shot. Gundy out to the left, caught. Leroy Smith rides one tackler. A nice pickup for the U.S. Smith from Celebration High School in Davenport, Florida. First down for Team USA. Gunnar Gundy from the shotgun. Pushed backward, now rolling to his right. Will fire downfield, and it's a bit high. Good coverage in the backfields. was Belgrave. They do everything running back in the secondary of that play.
Belgrave is an athlete. He's on offense, he's on defense, and special teams for Team Panama.
2nd and 10 for Gundy from midfield. And Gundy will go down. He picked up a few, wrestled down by Felipe Dubois. Now Gundy sacked only 6 times this year for Stillwater High School, which lost the 6A Division II state championship to powerhouse Bixby High School. Nice job by him just to pick up a few yards, make it a manageable 3rd and 8. 2 left, 2 right for Gundy on 3rd down. Out to the left, caught around the 40-yard line and brought out of bounds. 2nd catch this drive for Bailey Olson.
Nice pitch and catch there between the quarterback and receiver. You can definitely tell he knew exactly who he wanted to go to on that last play, being able to pick up the 1st down and move the chains for Team USA.
1st down for the U.S. Gundy has them on the move from the 38. 1st down. Has an open man. It's Foster. He has daylight. Foster will go into the end zone untouched.
And there it is. Team USA finds a way to get into the end zone. Good job by Gundy leading the team down the field with consecutive passing plays. Foster finishing off for Team USA, the young man out of Sterling High School, Houston, Texas. Look at this play here. Just good blocking up front, and all the rest is just Foster as he uses his speed to get into the end zone for the touchdown.
37-yard touchdown throw, the longest of the day for the United States. And Foster pointing to a relative or friend in the stands. Well, nice work from Gundy, his 1st touchdown throw today. Yeah, they'll go for 2. Timeout is called by the United States with 5:41 left in the 4th quarter. The United States shut out in the 1st half. They scored 13 since halftime. Foster, the 1st play of the game, had a nice carry. This is more of that explosiveness. Neymar?
Yeah, you can see Gundy running to the left-hand side, finding Foster. But watch the speed of Foster separating himself as he leads himself into the end zone. He's so excited after working so hard on that reception.
It's interesting. We've talked about the depth of this Panama team and how guys can play multiple roles. Belgrave, a running back and a cornerback, several others. That open tryout with the 100 best players in Panama from different age groups, they whittled it down to just 38. So it's not as if Fernando Franco didn't have other options. He just picked the 38 best, and he knew they would have multiple roles. For the 2-point conversion, Gundy to the back of the end zone and incomplete. Great coverage by Brandon Belgrave there. It was intended for Bailey Olson. Panama with the big lead over the U.S. here in the International Bowl.
So I can use my speed to get in the end zone.
And this has been a little bit of a challenge for you all, I know, and adversity and football go hand in hand, but with this experience, what do you think the most valuable part you've taken away from?
That we're able to fight for our country, and actually we just got a fumble. So,
You could be a play-by-play announcer, you just, onside kick, look at that.
yes, ma'am. So like, that score, it felt like it was like a snowball effect. So it's like it brings like hype and excitement to the team. So one thing leads to another thing, leads to another thing, and it should lead to a win.
Well, hype and excitement continues right now. We'll go let you enjoy and celebrate with your team. Thanks so much. Guys, we'll send it back to you.
And thank you, Jashaun. I like the improvisation there from Sarah Merrifield. He was like a play-by-play guy. He recognized it, and we can tell you he was highly on Parker with the recovery. And if not for him, it would have been the kicker, Andrew Lenzen, who followed his own kick. So a missed pickup by Panama, and now here comes the U.S. Spinning away from the pressure is Mahler, and he's brought down around midfield.
Yeah, huge break there for Team USA, but Team Panama, their defense still flying around making plays. As you can tell, Mahler is in there. He's more of a running style quarterback. You had Gundy on the last series, but You know, it's an opportunity right now for Team USA to get back into this game if they can pick up another touchdown.
30-13, 2 straight onside kicks. The first was recovered by Panama. The second was recovered by the U.S. Mahler out to the left side. His knee was down as he caught it. Cal Berquist out of Gilbert, Arizona, and Williams Field High School with the catch. His first of the evening. Mahler's second completion today. Now 3rd and 9. Mahler out to the right, caught and dropped. Again, Cale Anderson. It was a first half of drops for the U.S. and one of the first drops we've seen in the second half.
Yeah, another missed opportunity. We saw a lot of that in the first half, like you stated, Matt. And Team USA has to find a way to kind of catch the football. I mean, it's just that simple. I mean, I can't say it any more better than that. You got to catch the football and be able to help your team move the ball down the field. It seemed like when Gundy was in there, players was just, you know, the energy was different. He was able to move the ball, throwing it left-handed. But with Mahler now, it just seems like the chemistry is off. But there it is, another drop pass.
He was open. It would have been a touchdown, but dropped by Matt Greenwald. So perhaps one of those contagious things. Maybe the guy's overthinking it a bit. This was a great throw from Mahler over the top.
Yeah, and the receiver had to step on the defensive back wide open. Just missed it, just like that.
So now, a turnover on downs. Panama will take over. As may have injured the outstretched fingers of Matt Greenwald there as he tried to haul that in. Panama takes over. They'll start from the 42 with 4:42 left in the fourth quarter. Adrian Roux, the quarterback, fakes the handoff out to the left, nearly intercepted. The drops extending to the defense now for the United States. Frazier White with an opportunity for an interception return for a touchdown.
And man, I tell you one thing, if White would have got that interception, that would have been a pick 6 for Team USA. It just went right through his hands. No one around him if you'd have got that interception. White is fast enough to be able to get away from Team Panama offensive players to be able to produce a touchdown.
One last thought on the drops for the U.S. The quarterbacks are combined 9 for 26, so 17 incompletions. I would guess, Lemont, at least half of those have been drops, at least 8 or 9. It's flipped out to the left side, caught there by Borges. Good gain near the first down marker.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, it just felt like too many missed opportunities for Team USA offensively. But look at this offensive player here in Borges. He's been consistent throughout this whole game, catching the football and running the football for Team Panama.
Borges 142 yards on 18 carries, his first catch there. And Rowe has had very good work from his receivers. It's been a contrast. The Americans have not had consistent catching for the wide receivers. Basically everything close enough to the Panamanians has been caught. Adrian Roux is 21 for 30 today as he calls time. We talked about Franco, the head coach of Panama. 30 years of football experience, both as a player and coach. Tonight's his 7th game at the helm of Panama international competition as a player or coach. And one of his goals coming into this game, a fantastic article on the International Bowl website, written by Steve Alec, was that he wants his Panamanian players to be seen as equals with the Americans. We want to play football as equal against everybody, and we don't want to be scared of anybody.
No, there it is. I mean, that's, you can't say it any better than that. I mean, he wants to be competitive, but he wants to also provide opportunities for his players in the United States to play college football.
Panamanians had an opportunity to tour AT&T Stadium earlier in the week, stadium they watched for years. Back home in Panama as it's handed off on first down. It's Panama try to kill the clock now. It was Adrian Buendia. First carry for that running back.
It'd be funny to see how Team Panama plays out here with the remainder of the fourth quarter with no timeouts and up 30-13. Are they going to continue to run the football or try to find a way to throw the ball and get out of bounds? Like you said earlier, Matt, I believe the head coach is very conservative, have a lot of respect for the coaching staff at Team USA. So they're not really going to try to be aggressive offensively, try to put any more touchdowns on the board, but they're not going to sit back and be passive as well.
To Buendia, he has open space, breaks a few tackles up to about the 33. And I love the deception there from Roux, who really sold it. Real discreet handoff here.
You can definitely see it right there. He gives the ball to the running back, but he also sells the play action pass like he had the football and throwing it to the receivers to kind of sell it to the safeties.
2 fourth quarter carries for Adrian Buendia. Another first down for Panama. It's been consistent for the Panamanians. They've scored in each of the 4 quarters. Borges a 4-yard run for a 7-0 lead. Paredes a 5-yard touchdown catch. And then a 6-yard grab. Made it 14, then 21-0. And then Rodriguez at the end. The third quarter, that wild play on the sideline, 33-yard touchdown catch, where he may or may not have had a foot in. But another run here for Achura, but the Americans have fought back with a couple scores here in the second half. It's going to go against Panama, back them up a bit. Henriquez, the defensive lineman and punter on this Panamanian team, who had the interception in the first quarter, talked about the future of Panamanian football. He says Panama has something to show every country here, and then in 10 or 15 years, I'm going to remember every single player on this team and say, I played at AT&T Stadium with Team Panama, and I'll have a smile on my face. First and 20 after the penalty. Roux out to the left side. It's Paredes, who has 2 touchdown catches, picks up a couple. And it's a country, Lemont, that's really growing in sporting stature. We see the football team here. The soccer team, the men's national team, made the first World Cup in Panamanian history last year. They went to Russia after qualifying through CONCACAF. The women's national team for Panama in soccer, they nearly made the World Cup this year in France. They lost in the final third-place game to Jamaica. And then you see the football emerging. And of course, we've talked about football and many Panamanian players in the major league. So a country of 4 million with some academic excellence.
Oh, yeah.
A fake from Roux. Now he rolls out. He's very comfortable outside the pocket. And there's his first interception today. Running it back past midfield, it's Cabrera. Well, Cabrera, a few big plays this afternoon.
Huge break there for Team USA. As Roux rolls out to the right-hand side, you can see right there the pressure coming on. He just forces the ball across the middle. You never want to throw the ball across your body, across the middle. Interception there. You can see the defensive back getting the football, trying to get it down the field for Team USA.
Cabrera had the only sack earlier against Roux, and then he picks him off. Cabrera's first real mistake today. He's made a few throws like that where he's lived dangerously. And that time, Cabrera makes some pay. So one final chance, it looks like, for the United States with 1:32 left. Gunnar Gundy back from the shotgun, had a man downfield, but it's incomplete as a flag came out. The intended receiver was Gabriel Walls. Holding against the United States is the call.
Team USA goes with Gundy back at the quarterback position. Sense of urgency now because you know they're going to throw the football, Matt. Trying to find a way to get it down the field and get a quick touchdown with 1 minute and 26 seconds to go here in the game.
The quarterbacks collectively, 9 of 26 for 107 yards. Gundy, 92 of those 107 yards through the air. The quarterbacks have really been let down by the receiving corps today. Gundy moving to his left, surveying, and he flips it, and it's dropped again. John Condon out of Plymouth, Massachusetts. Some improvisation there from Gundy.
Oh yeah, Gundy's trying to make something out of nothing as he flips it to his receiver before he ran out of bounds. Gundy is a scrapper. I mean, the son of Mike Gundy, head coach at Oklahoma State. He knows a lot about football, and he likes to fight each and every play. 2nd
and 20 for Team USA. Blitz. It's caught. Foster again with more daylight out past the 50. He lowers the head. And a bit of a statement there as the tackler, Victor Falcon, feels the pain from Foster.
Foster's feeling the groove after making that touchdown in the last couple of series. Foster gets that play there and lay the boom on the defensive back, flexing his muscle, extending the drive, as well as picking up the first down for Team USA.
37-yard touchdown run last drive. Another big gain there for Foster. Inside the 30, out to the left side, it's brought in. Condon, the tight end, up around the 15. Seven or 8 with legitimate prospects, maybe more. Maybe I'm underselling them, but just watching them once here tonight, been very impressed. Here's Gundy scrambling at the 15, and one of those prospects will stop him in his tracks. Ezra Forbes, who really flipped the momentum in that first quarter, forcing the fumble after Gundy and the U.S. were on the move.
Another timeout call by Team USA. Kind of stopped the clock at 40 seconds.
Yeah, Forbes is imposing. You mentioned his motor earlier. 6 foot, 217 pounds. So big size from a young linebacker. Foster in the backfield. 2 receivers to the light for Gunnar Gundy. He glanced at Foster. Now he'll throw back towards the right corner. Wide open. Another touchdown. Gabriel Walls. One of the first real breakdowns we've seen from the Panamanian defense today.
Yeah, as the defense relaxed a little bit, you can see Gundy just stand tall in the pocket, rolls to his right-hand side, and find a wide open receiver, then back in the end zone, Team USA. I mean, Gundy, whenever he's in there as a quarterback, he produces touchdowns.
2 touchdown throws for Gundy today. 3rd catch of the evening for Walls, his first touchdown. Looks like the United States will go for 2 here, just to give another opportunity to play as a team and cut into that 11-point deficit. It's a 46-man roster for the Americans. We mentioned earlier the 38-man Panamanian roster will head home with a impressive victory in their first ever International Bowl, as we see an injury. Maximus Rice being helped off out of Arcata High School in Eureka, California.
Looks like Team USA is going for 2 on this play here. Mahler and now at the quarterback position.
Now Mahler comes in. He's going to try to run it in himself, and he's brought down around the 2. And look at that, after the play, and a flag comes in. It seemed like a bit over the top from Juan Andres Yin, the linebacker, who was either showboating or celebrating the tackle.
A little jaw jacking going on, a little back and forth competitiveness. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just football. Good job there by the defensive player to be able to stop Mahler before he got into the end zone.
And Mahler had the 4-yard run that got the U.S. on the board earlier in the half. see what happened here.
Definitely some talking back and forth between the two players. Mahler put his leg up as the defensive player tried to get off of him.
5 tackles in this game for Yin. He's been heavily involved. It might be an all-star game, but it's an opportunity to leave one final impression and make one final statement. Don't forget, one more game upcoming. Should start around 8 p.m. Central Time. The United States under-19 select team against Nuevo León, a state surrounding Monterrey, Mexico. 4th game today, and then 4 more next Friday, the 18th. Those will all be national teams of the United States, 16, 17, 18, and 19. From morning to evening, they'll play Mexico, Japan, Canada, and then a second Mexican team in the nightcap. So the United States is going to kick off. It looks like they gave a touchdown to the United States, and they pick up another recovery on an onside kick. We don't have audio capabilities with the officials here after the last near touchdown run, but the Americans are kicking off, and it came off the shoulder of Gabriel Reyes, and the U.S. pick it up.
Yeah, nice bounce there by the kicker. Ready to set that up for the onside kick. Looks like Team USA gets the football.
So Walls had the touchdown. I beg your pardon. Mistake from me. Walls had the touchdown. It was the 2-point conversion which failed. So after the missed 2 PAT, they go onside. Now a trick play, throwing downfield, an open man. It's caught by Anderson. Well, we'll have another onside kick after a possible 2-point conversion, but the United States not going down lightly. It's now a 30-25 after this. Gundy out to the left side. Greenwald downfield to Anderson, one wide receiver to the other.
Yeah, good play call there by the offensive coordinator, catching Team Panama sleeping defensively. Their secondary kind of fell asleep there on that trick play. Nice execution by Team USA. Now only down by 5 points.
Well, it was 30-7 Panama, but the U.S. has scored 3 touchdowns in the last 5 minutes and 21 seconds. Now if they go for 2, they'll be within 3 points ahead of an onside kick. Gundy surveyed, flushed out, pushed backwards. He'll be brought down. Panama finally stands up to Gundy. We see Juan Andres Yin celebrating. So now the U.S. will have to do it the hard way. They'll have to recover a 3rd successive onside kick and then go for the end zone. To try to pull off a miracle in this International Bowl.
And Matt, you know the likelihood of that even happening is very slim. To be able to have 3 consecutive onside kicks here recovered, but you never know what can happen here in the AT&T Stadium.
Well, we know what's coming here, an onside kick from Lenzen. 2 in a row recovered by the United States. Here it comes from Lenzen. What does he have up his sleeve this time? Script to the right and caught and smashed. Hard tackle, but a impressive grasp with the football from Ian Appleton. Well, that will do it. The Panamanians will hold on. Appleton did his job.
He sacrificed that hit for the team, taking that big smack there on the onside and sealing this game for Panama.
Well, the U.S. scored the final 3 touchdowns of this game, but they're likely going to fall 5 points short. It was 30-7. The final 18 points scored by the United States. And there's the kneel down from Adrian Roux. Well, this was a fun one, Lemont Williams. 30-25, Panama beats the United States. It was all Panama early on, and really dominant from their quarterback, Adrian Roux, and a slew of receivers.
Yeah, Adrian Roux was able to find his receivers rolling out and extended plays with his legs, but he got some help from his running back as well. Give credit to Team Panama coming to the United States and to the AT&T Stadium here tonight, winning big over Team USA.
Early on, this really swung the momentum. A forced fumble from Ezra Forbes as the U.S. was on the move, and it led to this handoff and a sign of things to come from Borges.
Yeah, Borges had a really good game here, running the football up the middle for Team Panama. But as you can see right there, that turnover, as well as other turnovers, was huge for Team Panama's defense, setting the tone for their offense.
Dylan Label right into the path of David Henriquez, and then it was Rowe flushed out. And a good throw to the back of the end zone for Paredes, the first of his first 2 touchdowns.
You got to like what you see out of your quarterback in Rowe right here, rolling out to the right-hand side, continue to extend plays with his legs, finding his receivers in Belgrave for that excellent catch there on that play.
Good blitz pickup, and then Rowe showing he can also roll to his left and go back across his body. Familiar target, Paredes, his 2nd touchdown.
Yeah, Rowe has been so consistent running around in that pocket. You can definitely see it right here, going deep to his receiver for another touchdown for Team Panama.
That was impressive. Andres Rodriguez keeping a foot in, and a response from the U.S. in the second half. Mitchell Mahler running in from 4 yards out. Then it was Gunnar Gundy back in, and he picked up his favorite target, Jashaun Foster, for this 37-yard touchdown run.
And just when you think Team USA is dead and out of the game, Gundy, led by his arm, get his team back into the game with that touchdown to the wide receiver right there late in the 4th quarter.
Gabriel Walls with an easy catch. A few onside kicks made it interesting late, but the final one recovered by Ian Appleton. And that is how this one ends. Game 3 of the International Bowl on day 1. Panama, the first foreign team to beat the host Americans, a deserved victory. Final score, Panama 30, United States 25. For Lemont Williams and Sarah Merrifield, my name is Matt Peterson saying good night from AT&T Stadium. Panama beats the U.S.